Age of Adaline is a 2015 romantic fantasy drama directed by Lee Toland Krieger and starring Blake Lively, Michelle Huisman, and Harrison Ford. Blending romance, fantasy, and drama, the film tells the extraordinary story of a woman who mysteriously stops aging and must navigate the joys and sorrows of an unusually long life. Through its elegant storytelling and emotional depth, The Age of Adaline explores themes of love, time, identity, mortality, and the value of human connection. At the center of the story is Adaline Bowman, a woman born at the beginning of the 20th century, who experiences a remarkable and inexplicable event after a car accident. Following the accident, Adaline ceases to age and remains physically 29 years old for decades. While this extraordinary condition initially appears to be a gift, it gradually becomes a burden that shapes every aspect of her life. As the years pass, Adaline watches the world change around her while she remains unchanged. Friends grow old, loved ones pass away, and society evolves through different eras. To protect her secret and avoid unwanted attention, she is forced to live a life of constant movement, changing her identity and leaving behind anyone who becomes too close. The film follows Adaline as she enters the 21st century after spending decades in isolation. Determined to maintain her carefully controlled life, she avoids emotional attachments and long-term relationships. However, everything changes when she meets Ellis Jones, a charming and intelligent philanthropist whose persistence and genuine affection challenge the barriers she has built around herself. One of the film's most distinctive features is its movement through nearly a century of history. Through flashbacks and memories, viewers witness Adaline's experiences across different decades, from the 1930s to the modern era. These glimpses into the past illustrate how dramatically the world has changed, while Adaline has remained physically the same. This unique perspective allows the film to explore the passage of time in a deeply personal way. Rather than focusing on historical events themselves, the narrative examines how an individual experiences time when separated from its normal effects. Adaline becomes both a participant in history and an observer standing outside it. The story combines fantasy elements with emotional realism. Although the premise is supernatural, the film focuses primarily on the psychological and emotional consequences of Adaline's condition, rather than its scientific explanation. Adaline Bowman is portrayed as intelligent, elegant, and emotionally restrained. Decades of secrecy have taught her to avoid deep attachments, knowing that every relationship risks exposing her extraordinary condition. Beneath her composed exterior, however, lies a profound sense of loneliness and longing. Ellis Jones represents the possibility of a different future. Warm, optimistic, and determined, he sees beyond Adaline's guarded behavior and encourages her to embrace life rather than hide from it. His presence challenges her belief that isolation is the only way to survive. William Jones, Ellis's father, plays a particularly significant role in the story. His connection to Adaline's past introduces emotional complexity and forces her to confront memories she has spent years trying to leave behind. Supporting characters, especially Adaline's daughter, highlight one of the film's most poignant aspects: the emotional consequences of immortality. As Adaline remains young, her daughter grows old, reversing the natural relationship between parent and child. A central theme of The Age of Adaline is the passage of time. While most people experience aging as a natural part of life, Adaline is denied that experience. The film suggests that time, despite its challenges, gives meaning to relationships and personal growth. Love is another major theme throughout her long life. Adaline repeatedly sacrifices romantic relationships to protect her secret. The story examines whether love is worth the risks that accompany vulnerability and emotional commitment. The film also explores identity, because Adaline must continually adopt new names and backgrounds. She struggles to maintain a stable sense of self. Her journey becomes one of rediscovering who she truly is, beneath the many identities she has assumed. Mortality is equally important. Rather than portraying eternal youth as an ideal condition, the film highlights its emotional costs. By contrasting Adaline's existence with the ordinary lives of those around her, the story suggests that life's impermanence gives it value and significance. Another key theme is isolation. Adaline's fear of discovery leads her to withdraw from meaningful relationships, illustrating how self-protection can sometimes prevent genuine happiness. As the narrative progresses, Adaline gradually begins to lower the emotional barriers she has maintained for decades. Her relationship with Ellis forces her to reconsider the choices she has made and the life she has created for herself. The emotional tension arises from her conflict between safety and connection. Remaining isolated allows her to preserve her secret, but it also condemns her to loneliness. Pursuing a relationship with Ellis offers the possibility of happiness, but threatens to expose everything she has hidden. The film's emotional impact comes from this struggle. Adaline's journey is not simply about romance. It is about learning to embrace uncertainty and accept the risks inherent in living a fully human life. Visually, The Age of Adaline is distinguished by its elegance and sophistication. The cinematography uses soft lighting, rich colors, and carefully designed period details to create a timeless atmosphere. Flashbacks to different decades are crafted with distinctive visual styles that reflect the fashions and aesthetics of each era. The film's costume design plays an especially important role, showcasing Adaline's journey through multiple generations while emphasizing her seemingly ageless appearance. Combined with a graceful musical score, these visual elements contribute to the film's romantic and reflective mood. Adaline's condition serves as a metaphor for the human desire to stop time. Many people dream of remaining young forever, yet the film challenges this fantasy by revealing its hidden costs. Her inability to age symbolizes emotional stagnation as much as physical permanence. The changing world around her represents the inevitability of transformation. Buildings, fashions, technologies, and relationships evolve continuously, reminding viewers that change is a fundamental aspect of life. The film ultimately suggests that growth, aging, and even loss are essential components of a meaningful existence. The Age of Adaline is a thoughtful and emotionally engaging romantic fantasy that examines the relationship between love and time. Through the story of Adaline Bowman, the film explores what it means to live outside the normal boundaries of human experience and the emotional consequences of doing so. More than a tale about eternal youth, the movie is a reflection on identity, connection, and the importance of embracing life's uncertainties. Its blend of romance, fantasy, historical perspective, and philosophical insight creates a moving narrative that resonates with audiences long after the story ends. Ultimately, The Age of Adaline suggests that life's beauty lies not in escaping time, but in cherishing the moments, relationships, and experiences that time makes possible. Through its memorable characters and heartfelt themes, the film offers a powerful reminder that love and human connection are most meaningful because they exist within the fleeting nature of life itself.